For more than 100 years, the Panama Canal has stood as the linchpin of global trade, forging a vital link between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. This engineering marvel, carved through the heart of Central America, has transformed the way goods move around the world, making it possible for ships to avoid the perilous and time-consuming journey around the southern tip of South America. By providing a shortcut that saves ships weeks of travel, the canal has become an indispensable artery for international commerce, allowing products to reach markets faster and more efficiently than ever before. Nearly everything we use in our daily lives, cars, food, electronics, clothing, has likely passed through this 51-mile waterway at some point, underscoring its critical role in the global supply chain. The canal's ability to handle such a vast array of goods highlights its importance not just to Panama, but to the entire world economy. The canal's seamless operation keeps markets stable and shelves stocked, but any disruption, whether from mechanical failure, political tension, or natural disaster, can send shockwaves across continents, causing delays, shortages, and price spikes. With around 14,000 ships transiting annually, carrying everything from raw materials to finished products, Panama's strategic importance is unmatched. This makes the canal a coveted asset, drawing the attention of world powers and global businesses alike. Since its historic handover from the United States in 1999, the canal has fueled Panama's economic growth and become a source of immense national pride. It has provided jobs, spurred development, and helped shape the country's identity on the world stage. Yet, new challenges are testing its limits. Climate change, with its unpredictable weather patterns and droughts, threatened the canal's water supply, while ever larger ships push the limits of its infrastructure. These vulnerabilities are now being closely watched by rivals eager to capitalize on any weakness. As the world's gaze shifts and new trade routes are explored, the future of global commerce may soon be redrawn by those bold enough to challenge Panama's reign. The next chapter in the story of international trade is about to unfold, and the stakes have never been higher. The canal's lock system depends on fresh water from Gatun Lake, replenished for decades by Panama's tropical rains, but in 2023, a severe drought, worsened by El Niño, dropped water levels to record lows, crippling canal operations. Daily ship transits were slashed from nearly 40 to as low as 24, creating massive bottlenecks and weeks-long delays. Shipping companies faced millions in losses, forced to lighten loads or reroute around South America, upending global supply chains. The crisis exposed the canal's vulnerability to climate change, turning a once reliable shortcut into a potential choke point. Even after rainfall restored normal traffic, the threat of future droughts lingers, casting doubt on the canal's long-term reliability. This uncertainty has reignited interest in alternative routes and revived the dream of a rival canal immune to Panama's water woes. The world is now searching for a backup plan. Into this uncertainty steps China, a nation known for its ambitious infrastructure projects and its growing influence on the world stage. As global trade routes face mounting pressure and the need for alternatives becomes more urgent, China sees an opportunity to reshape the map. Eyeing a new trans-oceanic canal through Nicaragua, a project once dismissed as fantasy and the stuff of dreams, China is now turning vision into reality. The idea of carving a new path between the Atlantic and Pacific has long captured imaginations, but never before has it seemed so close. After the original plan fizzled, Nicaragua announced a bold new proposal in late 2024, with clear signals of Chinese state-backed interest. This time the project is backed by significant financial muscle and political will, making it far more credible than previous attempts. For China, the world's top exporter, a new canal would reduce reliance on a US-influenced Panama and secure a strategic trade route. It would allow Chinese goods to move more efficiently, bypassing bottlenecks and potential geopolitical risks. China CAMC Engineering, a state-owned giant, is already contracted to build a key deep-water port, confirming Beijing's commitment. This port would serve as a vital gateway, handling the world's largest container ships and boosting Nicaragua's economy. The proposed Nicaragua Canal would dwarf Panama's, accommodating the world's largest ships and promising to siphon off lucrative traffic. Its sheer scale would set new records in engineering and logistics, forever altering the balance of maritime trade. If realized, it would be one of history's largest engineering feats, fundamentally reshaping global shipping economics. The project would create thousands of jobs, attract international investment, and put Nicaragua on the map as a major player in world trade. With Panama's struggles and U.S. political tensions, the timing is ripe for a new player to challenge the old order. The world's shipping industry is hungry for alternatives, and the Nicaragua Canal could be the answer. The world is watching as a new era in global trade takes shape, with the potential to shift economic power and redefine how goods move across continents. The new Nicaragua Canal plan is nothing short of staggering, an audacious vision that has captured the world's attention and sparked heated debate among engineers, environmentalists, and global powers alike. Stretching an incredible 277 miles, this proposed waterway is over 5 times the length of the Panama Canal, and comes with a jaw-dropping $64.5 billion price tag. It would carve a path across Nicaragua's heartland, reshaping the nation's geography and economy forever. The canal would link a brand new Atlantic port at Bluefields to the Pacific hub of Puerto Corinto, creating a direct route for global shipping. Its design specifically targets the world's largest megaships, vessels so massive that the Panama Canal simply can't accommodate them. The latest route proposal now skirts the edge of Lake Nicaragua, a move intended to address some of the most pressing environmental concerns. Yet the canal would still cut through vast stretches of pristine jungle and dozens of rural communities, raising new questions about its ecological and social impact. At the heart of this colossal project are Chinese state-owned firms, renowned for their experience in building massive infrastructure around the globe. Their involvement signals not just technical expertise, but also Beijing's growing strategic ambitions in the Western Hemisphere. To bring this vision to life, engineers would need to excavate billions of cubic meters of earth, construct enormous locks capable of lifting the world's largest ships, and build entirely new ports and support infrastructure from the ground up. A feat of engineering on a truly epic scale. The sheer scale and ambition of the Nicaragua Canal are designed to make the Panama Canal obsolete for the next generation of global shipping, shifting the balance of maritime trade in the Americas. For China, this canal is more than just a waterway. It's a strategic keystone in its Belt and Road Initiative, extending its economic and political influence deep into the Americas and challenging the status quo. The vision is bold. A super canal for the 21st century, bigger, better, and more reliable than its southern rival. If completed, it could redefine global trade routes and transform Nicaragua into a pivotal player on the world stage. For Nicaragua, the canal is pitched as a national salvation, a chance to escape poverty and transform its economy. Proponents promise up to 200,000 construction jobs and thousands more permanent roles, a game changer for a country plagued by unemployment. Optimists predict double-digit GDP growth, with canal tolls and new industries pouring billions into public services and infrastructure. The plan includes free trade zones, airports, and tourism complexes, aiming to turn Nicaragua into a regional trade and logistics hub. Supporters see the canal as more than a waterway. It's the foundation for a modern, prosperous nation. For many Nicaraguans, it's a seductive vision of hope and opportunity. But the dream comes with daunting risks. Despite the promises, the Nicaragua Canal faces fierce skepticism. The $64.5 billion cost is staggering, and experts question whether enough ships would use it to make it profitable. Environmental risks are huge. The canal would destroy rainforests, disrupt ecosystems, and threaten water resources, even with the new route. Tens of thousands of rural and indigenous people could be displaced, losing homes and livelihoods for a project from which they may see little benefit. Heavy reliance on Chinese financing raises fears of debt traps and loss of sovereignty, with little transparency on the deal's terms. Critics warn Nicaragua could trade one form of dependency for another, risking economic and political autonomy. The canal's success is far from guaranteed, and the costs could be irreversible. The stakes are nothing short of existential. The Nicaragua Canal is just one front in a regional race to reshape trade. Mexico's $7.5 billion interoceanic corridor and Colombia's planned rail link are vying to capture shipping traffic, while Honduras eyes its own mega railway. Panama, jolted by crisis, is investing in new reservoirs and a $1.4 billion land bridge to secure its future. The region is awakening to the reality that Panama's monopoly is no longer assured. Only Nicaragua's canal has the scale to truly threaten Panama's dominance, but its risks are immense. The battle for the isthmus will define the future of global trade, whether the world sticks with one great canal or embraces a new era of competition. The outcome will redraw the map of commerce for generations to come.